Oh, there we are. Hey, what's going on, guys? So it's that time of the week. We have our NFL picks. I'm going to get straight to it because I have to take a massive dump. So it's week 5, 2023 NFL season. We got the spread, we got the over unders, and we got my picks. So I'm going to give my picks with a score. You could do your math for the over under, and that's it. I don't know. Week 5. Let's go. Um, all right, so it is the NFL season. I'm going to go right here to the spread picks, and let's get started, shall we? Thursday night game. Um, all right, Thursday night we got the Chicago Bears plus 6.5 going to Washington. 61% of the people think the Washington is going to cover the 6.5. I disagree. I have Washington winning this game, but I think it's going to be closer to 6.5. Maybe if they went down to 5.5, I'd be tempted because of the number, but that's how they get you. But Bears plus 6.5. I'll take that, and I'll take Washington to win 26-23. Right? And that's it. Yeah, 61% disagree with me. Next up, Jacksonville Jaguars in London plus 5.5 at the Buffalo Bills. Jacksonville is playing their second game in a row. They definitely don't have to travel. But the Bills are a good team. They're going to travel, but they should be traveling there early enough where they should have more than enough time to adjust to the time change and everything. 79% of I was going to say voters. People are picking the Bills to cover the 5.5. I agree. I think they win by a touchdown. I say Bills win 33-26. No. 33-26. Wow. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Jacksonville, I think, could get 20. Let me think about that. 33-26. That's a lot of points. Bills' defense has stepped up, but Jacksonville, they can't sleep on them. Maybe 30-23. That sounds better. 30-23 Bills. And they covered a 5.5. 79% people agree. Next up, Carolina Panthers plus 8.5. They're on the road, getting 8.5 against Detroit. 77% people think Detroit's going to cover. I'm going to agree with that. The Carolina, I have to reiterate what I said last week. Bryce Young needs to put on weight to even be effective. They need to give him more receivers. Carolina is not a team that doesn't even look like they're trying to win, which doesn't make sense. This is how bad Carolina is. You can't even say they're trying to tank for a better draft pick because the Bears have their draft pick. So this is just genuinely how bad they are. And the Lions are playing awesome, and they're at home. How do you not take the Lions? This is my hair play, nipple poke, stupid laugh. I'll suck it later. Tease of the week. I'll suck it later, but I really won't. That's the tease. You could tease this up to 15.5. I think. I think they might win by 20. I mean, go up for 19. Go up 15.5, 19.5, 22.5, 24.5 if you want to. I think the Panthers score like 17 points if they're lucky. Let's say they score 17 and the Lions are going to score like 31. Is that a 16? 31-7? No, 34-17, Lions by 17. 34-17 Lions cover the 8.5. 77% of the people agree. Next up, Houston Texans are getting 1.5 on the road at Atlanta. And the Texans are surprising me now. Texans are one of those teams I can't bet this year because they got a rookie head coach, they got a rookie defensive stud, they got a rookie quarterback. It seems like they're still figuring things out. And sometimes they try some shit and it works, and they do really good. Sometimes they try some shit and it doesn't work. And this might be an 8-9 team that just looks really good. And then you think, wow, man, look, the coach is stepping it up. The defense, he's going to do the 49ers defense, and look at this, blah, blah, blah. And then the fucking Bijan, great. Drake, on and off. The quarterback, Ritter, it's his first season. I liked him in Cincinnati. He doesn't seem to be doing as great, but he has these little flashes. I'm going to take Houston on the road. And I'm not going to say they're going to lose by only 1 point in cover. That's just kind of weird. I think Houston's going to win outright. I think it'll be close. I could see them winning this game 23-20. How about fuck? How about 23-22? 1 point game. Texans win. Cover the 1.5. 71% of the people agree that they'll cover. Next up, Indianapolis Colts are at home, giving 1.5 to Tennessee. And I'll go that up. Minus 1.5 at home. 48% of the people think that Indianapolis is going to cover 1.5. Colts minus 1.5 at home. I'm going to take that. And I'm going to say that this is another one that's going to be like 25, 26, 24. All right. How about Colts win 24-20, cover the 1.5. 48% of the people agree that Indianapolis will cover at home against Tennessee. The Miami Dolphins at home, minus 9.5 against the Giants. I mean, give me a fucking break. Are you kidding me? This is like, I mean, the Giant, Isaiah Simmons, Kayvon Thibodeau. You figure, this offensive line with Evan Neal and Andrew Thomas, I want to say is his name, from Georgia, Andrew Thomas or something, that they drafted with the number 3 overall pick. Tristan Wirfs seemed to be the best guy with that pick. Mekhi Becton was in that draft, I believe, and he's not working out either. He actually was he like a Pro Bowler last year? But you see the names on paper. I thought this defense would look a lot better. I liked McFadden. I wanted my team to draft McFadden in like the 5th or 6th round. So from Indiana, and he's doing good. But the Giants are just not performing. They're fugazi. You keep on getting sucked into Daniel. Oh, look, the new coach. He won Coach of the Year. So did Matt Nagy. So did someone else with the freaking last year. Dabble. There's another coach that won his first year and he sucked. So what? When there's a new coach and teams don't know what to expect, he has an advantage. After that 1 year of footage, they know what the fuck's going on. You got to adjust. Daniel Jones had a fluky year. The coach had a fluky year. I mean, are the Giants really going to go 3-14? Dolphins win 40-13. That's what I think about this. Tease the fucking Dolphins up to 22.5 or 25.5, 26.5, I would say. I'm very if they don't score 40, they'll at least score like 33 or 34, which would be so if you got the money, take it up to 19.5 and 24. But I say Dolphins 40-13. Kick the shit out of New York because New York sucks and the Dolphins are playing great. Next up, and 89% of the people agree with me. No shit. Saints at the Patriots. Patriots versus the Giants. That would be the opposite of the Super Bowl. That would be the Diarrhea Bowl. Okay. And the fucking whole, just like Boise State's field is blue, the field would be shit brown for this fucking game if the Giants and the Patriots played. The Patriots are at home. They're 1.5 point favorites. Take the fucking Saints plus 1.5. Take the Saints minus 2.5. Take the Saints minus 9.5. After that, you could, if you got the money, you might as well go 9, 12, 15, ride the ladder, climb the ladder, as I say. But I think don't get too ballsy. Maybe like minus 19 in a parlay or minus 15. Maybe stick to like a quarter parlay, 50-cent parlay. Let's not get crazy. Unless you're a millionaire and you could bet a $10, $20 parlay, go for it. But for me, it's we're nickel and diming it here. But I would feel comfortable with a 3-team parlay, bumping up the Saints to minus 5.5 and 9.5 and throwing like $3 or $4, which is a lot for me because I still collect bottle caps and recycle. I drive to Iowa and recycle cans for $0.10 a piece. And it doesn't even pay for the gas. I just like corn. So Saints win. How about the Saints win? 27-17. That's very generous. Well, Bill O'Brien and the Paint. Look, with the Patriots at home, 17. If the Patriots were in New Orleans, I think I'd only give them like 12 points and no touchdowns. But 27-17, Saints covered a 1.5 on the road. 57% of the people agree. Next up, Ravens minus 4.5 on the road at Pittsburgh. Look, Pittsburgh and Baltimore is one of those unique games. Like you throw all the records out the window when these two teams play, especially the two head coaches. Similar with the Packers and Bears, Packers and Vikings. Bears and Lions. The Lions, no matter how good they are, always seem to play like shit at Soldier Field. Foreshadowing. Steelers at home, 3-2. The Ravens are 3-2. You got to take the Steelers at home plus 4.5. Not even 3.5. If it's 24-20, they're covering. I'll take the Steelers plus 4.5. And I think their defense is playing great. I think we all know they're playing great, but even if they don't dominate, this is going to be like a 21-20 game. That's what I'm going to do. Pittsburgh Steelers 21-20. At home, plus 4.5, sprinkle from the tinkle on your dinkle with the money line, but also there's one, the Ravens could win by 10 too. But I think just because this is my rule of thumb, interdivision matchup, two teams, two coaches, throw all the records out. Usually I just take the home team always. So I'll take the Steelers, but you're throwing 4.5. Got to take that. 21-20, Steelers win. 27% of the people are wrong. Good luck, 29%. Anyways, I could be wrong. Look, I'm not an expert. I'm just a fucking guy. Sitting out dilemmas. Okay. Next up, Philadelphia Eagles on the road, minus 4.5. They're undefeated. 65% of the people think that Philly will cover 4.5 at LA. You got Cooper Kupp back. And you have, what's his face? Puka still going. Now, is Puka going to get a decrease in targets? Probably. A significant? I don't know. Is Kupp just going to kind of need a day to feel out and get acclimated? So maybe he'll only get like 4 or 5 targets, or maybe he'll get 9 targets, but only get like 3 catches. You never know. But the Rams at home, this is a game that the Rams can win. And this is a game that it wouldn't hurt to put a couple bets in with the Rams covering 1 or 2 or 3 points because for your value. I think the Eagles win, but I think they win in the last seconds by like a game-winning field goal. But the Rams, here's what I would do. Rams money line, first half, Rams plus a field goal or whatever at the end of the first half. I think the Rams are winning at the end of the first half, and the Eagles come back somewhat of a lower scoring game because if the Rams are going to win, they're not winning 38-35 against the Eagles. It's the defense, right? Because the Eagles defense is too good. I don't see the Eagles defense giving up 30-something points. So I'm going to say that the Eagles win. If it's a field goal, it's got to be like 27. I think this is one of those 27-24 games. That makes sense. I can see 3 touchdowns. 27-24, Eagles win, but the Rams cover, and don't be surprised if the Rams straight up win this game. All right? 65% of the people disagree with me and think the Eagles will cover. Only 35% of the people agree with me that the Rams will cover. What is this tag doing? What the fuck? Next up, Cincinnati Bengals minus 3.5 at the Cardinals. I know the Cardinals are a little bit of surprise. Burrow's been hurt. I don't know. I got to take the Bengals. I just got to. And, I got to take the Bengals. I'm not touching this game, but for shits and giggles, 47% of the people think Cincinnati will cover the 3.5. I think they win by a touchdown, and I think they could reach like 24-17. Very simple. Cardinals score 2 touchdowns. Bengals score 3. Field goal, 27-13. The kicker usually gets more than 1 field goal, but I'm going to stick with 24-17. Law of averages. He's due for a slow game for your fantasy. 24-17, Bengals cover, Bengals win. And 47% of the people agree with me. All right, next up. The New York Jets, plus 2.5. At the Denver Broncos. This is the game that everyone was waiting for after Sean Payton made those comments where he said, the fuck did he say? Oh, that Nathaniel Hannick did the worst coaching job ever in the history, and he was working for Fox. He's just doing his job analyzing. Now, this is a chance for Nathaniel Hackett to shove it in his face, shove it up his ass, whatever you want to say. The thing is, with Zach Wilson at quarterback, it's hard for me to pick the Jets on the road, even though look what the Broncos did to the Bears. And the Bears are bad, but the Jets are bad, but the defense is good. I just think that Sean Payton influence has got to kick in. Russell Wilson doesn't look as bad. The fact that They played so good against the Chiefs. It would be such an easy pick to take the Broncos, but if the Jets sucked against the Chiefs the week before, but they played good at the end. But the Chiefs have been struggling too. But the Broncos wouldn't be favored by 2.5. They'd be favored by like 4.5. All right. If they were favored by 4.5, I'd probably take the Jets. But it's only 2.5. I'm going to take the Broncos. It's hard for me to just tune it. I just keep on having visions of Zach Wilson throwing a pick six or something. It's hard for me to put faith in the Jets on the road with Zach Wilson. Maybe the defense steps up, but I think the Broncos win. Maybe the Broncos win like 20-17 and cover. Broncos 20, Jets 17. Broncos cover 2.5, and 32% of the people agree with me. Next up, Chiefs minus 5.5 at Minnesota. 69% of the people agree. This is an over. I don't even know what the over is. It's probably like 51 or 40, not 50, 51, 52, something like that. I think this will reach the 60s. I'm going to take the Chiefs minus 5.5. This is very easy. The Vikings could flirt with 21, 22, with 30 points. They get 27. Chiefs get 34. 34, 27. Chiefs win, cover 5.5 on the road. 69% of the people agree with me. Cowboys plus 3.5 at the 49ers. Look, great offense, great defense in San Francisco. Great defense, not so great offense, but they could surprise you. It's in San Francisco. If it was the Cowboys, I think the Cowboys lose by like a field goal, but in San Francisco, it's a little different story. I'm going to say the 49ers cover the 3.5. I know that 3.5 makes you think you got to take that hook with Dallas because their defense, but I think not only is Purdy smart enough to avoid trouble, but I think the coaching staff, Shanahan, the offensive coordinator, of course, Shanahan's kind of does the play calling, but I think that they're smart enough to not put Purdy in those situations where he's going to end up panicking and making bad mistakes. So they're very good at putting Purdy in positions where he could succeed and really stay away from failing. I think the 49ers cover the 3.5, and I think that they win. I think the Cowboys score, let's say 20, and the 49ers score. And I bet both of them throw an interception though. Both quarterbacks throw an interception. 49ers score, let's say, again, 30. Yes, 30. 30-20. 49ers cover the 3.5 and win. 72% of the people agree with me that San Francisco will cover, and that is Sunday night. What do you know? And then the Monday night game. Sunday night game is 49ers beating Dallas. Monday night game, Green Bay Packers minus 1.5 on the road at the Vegas Raiders. Same thing. Jordan Love is surprising me. I think Aaron Jones is playing. I should be checking this stuff. I don't really know. I think he is. But the Raiders, again, it's hard. Jimmy Garoppolo, with all that pussy around him and knowing that it's free. I mean, dude, that's like a vegetarian having like an all-you-can-eat free entrance to an all-you-can-eat vegan buffet. How are you going to practice on football when you got fucking all this falafel and tofu fucking like coming into your window? You know what tofu smells like? Vagina. Yeah. I'm going to take the Packers minus the 1.5. I don't know if the over-under. Over-under is probably confusing one, like 44 or 45. I'd stay away from the over-under. Probably go over just because it's more likely. I don't know. The Raiders play like shit. This could easily be, this should be, look, I'm going to pick the Packers to win. I think they're going to score like 25 points. I think they score another 3 touchdowns. I think they score 24 and Vegas scores like 17. I bet it's tied 17. Packers score a fourth quarter touchdown. Now I'm being dramatic. They score a fourth quarter touchdown with less than 5 minutes left, maybe less than 4 minutes left, 24-17. And then the Raiders try to drive, and fourth down, they go for it. Don't get it. Packers ball, they kneel down. That's the win. 24-17. Packers minus 1.5. They cover at Las Vegas in the Garoppolo labia special. Happy Hallelujah Monday night matchup of the year. Packers 24-17 minus 1.5. 70% of the people agree. Those are my picks. I hope you rewind it if you need to get the scores to find out the over-unders. I don't even know what the over-unders are. I just pick my scores. But those are my picks versus the odds, my straight-up picks. Week 5 NFL season. I believe there are 14 games because of some buys, maybe 13 games. I'm not sure. I don't pay attention to that shit. Like I said, I really don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I flip a coin for most of these. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed them. I got all the other picks from this season in the. If you go to the search box and put in NFL, all the picks should come up, or NFL picks, or just picks, whatever. You should know how to do that. If you don't know, go fucking Google how to search and on a YouTube channel for fucking content. But that's it. Those are my picks. Go look at my past picks. Come and join me for my future picks. Look at the future picks from the 2023 season, any other season, the 2024-25 season. But not the 2022 season, because I deleted those because I was naked and I didn't know you couldn't be naked on YouTube. So, oh well, you live, you learn. So I'm Carl Grabowski. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. And let's see. Well, let me see it with a crazy bet. How about Joe Burrow throws 5 touchdowns with his bad leg? 300 yards, 5 touchdowns. And Jamar Chase catches 4 of them. And Tyreek Hill has 0 touchdowns. And let me see what else. How about this? How about Cooper Kupp gets Cooper Kupp and what's his face? Puka combined for all 3 of the touchdowns. And Stafford throws for 350 plus yards. Those are my little bonus picks. We'll see how those work out. All right, I'm signing off. Week 5 is done. I'll see you next week for week 6. Peace out to you. Peace out to you. Got multiple cameras going. And I'm Carl Grabowski. I'll see you next time. Remember, enjoy yourself. And, well, enjoy yourself. Just make sure no one's looking, unless they pay you to watch. Then that's different. Hashtag Dirk Diggler. I'm Carl. Time to take that shit. I'll see you next time. Love you. Peace out. I should have deleted you first. Anyways, all right. Time to go. Oh, fuck. I got to stop eating raw chicken in the middle of the night. I think that left a squirt. Oh, no, that's not a fart. I shit. I got to go, guys. All right, see ya. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. I got to walk with my thighs touching each other now. Oh, God, it smells like fucking burnt charcoal. What did I eat?